Alright, just as I said in the previous video, we are doing the unboxing and review of the Gamo armor, which is the alloy cousin of the Gamo rocket. A little side-by-side comparison, ballistics gel test, kind of a reverses thing. All these pellets, they all serve a different purpose. They're all made with different purposes in mind. You get 2 of them, and you get a whopping 80 pellets. So it means 40 per little bullet here. I don't know why they would serve them up in these guys right here. Maybe to be held inside of the ammo sheath or something, but thank you, bastard. It's a hard piece of plastic right there. Won't break. There it is. It's that time of year, and there's bugs everywhere. So here it is. 20% more piercing power when it comes to, I guess, sheet steel. And it gives you the velocity compared to a match pellet. So per velocity, the PBA armor will penetrate 0.5 millimeters of sheet steel at 600 feet per second, 1,000 feet per second. It goes all the way up to 1 millimeter, and it stays the same even at that what is that speed? Yeah, it stays the same. For 1,000 at 1250, it goes all the way up to 1.2 millimeters sheet steel. We'll see if that's true. But today we will be shooting them at ballistics gel. I'm gonna pop one and get these guys open. And I don't like this system because you can't just set it down and have it be there. You have to close it every time if you want to set it down, and it's not that reliable. This thing's flimsy as shit. You gotta be careful when you pop it open so they don't just fly everywhere. Alright, so first impression. Pops. Once again, I gotta close this motherfucker up so they don't just go anywhere. Alright. There it is, pretty light. It's got that steel BB right there in the front, just like the Gamo rocket. So I'll pull one of those out right now. My handy dandy pellet organizer. So they look exactly the same, with the exception, of course, of the coloring. This is lead, that's alloy, most likely tin or zinc, and very light compared to this one, which is obviously way heavier. Piercing power, I don't know if there's going to be a difference. Speed does beat armor, but doesn't always beat soft tissue like ballistics gel. Damn fucking flies. It doesn't always beat the soft tissue. So my guess is that the Gamo rocket is going to go further into ballistics gel than the Gamo armor. You know what? I'm so tired of this. I'm going to get this thing a proper tin. So I don't want to have these guys in the damn stupid bullet casing. There. It has its own proper tin. Look at that, and it's happy to see him. Alright. Stay tuned, and let's see what comes out on top. Well, there it is. Put some sheet steel right there. This is typical stuff you see in the Gamo videos, the promotional videos for penetration. You see the pellets go up against it. Standard pellet not making it through. I will be using my Crossman, or actually Benjamin Titan NP. It's rated at 1,200 feet per second for alloy pellets. I was going to use the Steel Eagle, but the Steel Eagle is so much more power that I don't know how it'll put up with it. So we'll see. We'll use the Titan for now. See how it goes. Alright, there you have it. There's the damage on that bit of sheet steel. Easily went through it. There's the exit damage. That is the rocket. That's the alloy pellet right there on the right. The armor. Entrance and exit look almost identical. The armor is a little wider, the damage on there, compared to the rocket. Let's look at the wound cavities. So there is the rocket. We had a separation almost immediately from the pellet, and you see some of the hollow point cuff right there. There's the BB, did its own wound cavity, and over here we have the armor. You can see a nice little bulge right off the front, right there, and a separation of the BB, creating its own wound cavity right next to it. BB went a little further. Steel BB went just a little further. In regards to distance, they're identical. It looks a little weird from this angle, but they are identical in distance. The only one that went further is the BB for that armor went a little further, and it did not. The hollow point cuff didn't break off, and it just peeled back to more flatter disc shape. But with the rocket, it peeled back and broke off right there. So very interesting. And you can see the that bubble right there. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in on that. That bubble created by the armor. Very nice. Alright folks, so here we have it. Started running a little battery, but we shot it from this side. Once again, on the left here is the Gamo rocket. On the right is the Gamo armor. Damage, you can see the Gamo armor, it's a little more radical. And you can see the BB right there. That steel BB did not make it past this block. So that BB went through. The damage is more substantial than it is in the Gamo armor. Gamo armor did a good amount of damage up front. Then it kind of just, became all streamlined, one little thin line. That rocket is there's a definite difference there. And then moving on to the next block, where the two pellets and one, I guess right there, that the lead body of the rocket made it into the second block just barely, and the armor surprisingly beat it in penetration, but it did not separate from that steel BB. So it made it just a little further into the second block than the rocket did. Pretty good, not bad. Right there is that armor, and right there at the bottom, right here, is the rocket. The other one's the other armor from the previous shot right there. So once again, this was a lot of fun. I love shooting stuff. I love making shooting videos. I hope this was informative. Hope this helps you kind of make up your mind as to what kind of pellet you might want. One thing to note from the steel sheet test, there is some particulates in there, and I don't know if that's lead or bits of that steel sheet inside of that ballistics gel, but there is a lot more fragmentation there, a lot more bits of metal than there is with the armor. So don't know what that means. We'll see. Maybe just because of the softer metal, it broke apart easier against that sheet. or steel. Who knows? Either way, had fun doing it.
You said.
Sideways, go gang some.